You are standing in a muddy trench in Ypres, Belgium. The year is 1915. The ground beneath your boots is a slurry of clay, water, and debris. You haven't slept in 3 days. The constant thud of artillery has become a rhythm your heart beats to. But suddenly, the shelling stops. The silence that follows is terrifying. It's worse than the noise. You look over the parapet, across the scarred wasteland of no man's land. You expect a wave of gray uniforms. You expect charging soldiers. But you don't see men. You see a wall. A massive, rolling wall of yellow-green fog is drifting toward you. It's moving slowly, hugging the ground like a phantom snake. It looks almost beautiful in the afternoon sun. But then, the wind carries the smell to you. It smells sweet, like pineapples and pepper. Panic erupts in the trench. A shout goes down the line. Gas! 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 This is chlorine gas. A weapon that doesn't just kill you, it liquidates you from the inside out. When chlorine hits the moisture in your lungs, it turns into hydrochloric acid. You don't just suffocate. You drown in your own dissolved fluids. You fumble for your hip bag. Your hands are shaking so bad you can barely work the snaps. You pull out your gas mask. It's a primitive hood made of canvas and rubber with glass eyepieces. You try to pull it over your head, but in the chaos, you snag it on a rusted nail in the trench wall. You stare in horror. The canvas is torn. The seal is broken. The mask is useless. The yellow cloud is 50 yards away. You can hear it hissing as it rolls over the craters. You watch a rat on the edge of the trench twitch and die in seconds. You are a dead man walking. You look at the men around you. They are buttoning their masks, their eyes wide with terror behind the glass. You are alone. Then an old sergeant grabs you by the tunic. He shakes you hard. He screams something that sounds insane. He tells you to take off your sock. He tells you to grab a handkerchief, a piece of cotton, anything. Piss on it, he screams. You stare at him. You think the fear has snapped his mind. But he shakes you again. Do it! The ammonia! It neutralizes the chlorine. Do it or you die! The gas is spilling over the lip of the trench now. The air turns hazy. Your throat starts to tickle. A cough builds in your chest, the first sign of the chemical burn. You have no choice. You rip off a piece of your undershirt. You turn your back to the wind. With trembling hands, you do the only thing you can do. You soak the cloth in your own urine. It is warm. It is repulsive. Every instinct in your civilized mind screams against it. But the yellow fog wraps around you. You slam the sodden, foul-smelling cloth over your nose and mouth. You clamp your hands down tight. You take a breath. The stench is overwhelming. The sharp, stinging smell of ammonia fills your head. It makes you gag. But then, you realize something. You are breathing. The burning in your throat stops. The urine is acting as a chemical filter. The ammonia reacts with the chlorine gas, turning the deadly acid into harmless crystals in the fibers of the cloth. You crouch in the bottom of the trench, curled into a ball. All around you, you hear the muffled screams of men who weren't fast enough, men who didn't trust the madness. You hear them clawing at their throats, gasping for air that isn't there. But you just hold that dirty, wet rag to your face. You breathe in the scent of your own waste, and you thank God for it. Minutes feel like hours. The cloud passes. The air begins to clear. You lower the cloth. Your eyes are stinging. Your skin is red and raw, but your lungs are intact. You look around the trench. It is a graveyard of twisted figures. You stand up, wiping your face, realizing that in this new kind of hell, dignity is the first casualty. You survived not because you were brave and not because you were strong. You survived because you were willing to do the unthinkable.